Hey baddies, welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Well, we've made it to October, so today we're going to be doing your October predictions. So grab your comfies and your snacks and join your auntie for this really insightful, entertaining, and hopefully fun reading. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's wonderful to have you. I really hope all of you will stick around. If you're a returning member or subscriber, it's so wonderful to have you. I really appreciate all the time and energy, donations, comments, and likes. I really appreciate all the energy that you bring to the channel. So welcome in. Today is a pop-up reading. And how that's going to work is I'm going to use this beautiful deck from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle deck, and I'm going to shuffle it up, and whatever cards pop out or whatever cards get drawn by me as I'm guided by Spirit will be our picks, okay? I'm going to be pulling as I go today, and I will be pulling on money and things like that, all right? So I hope all of you are doing well. We have made it to October. Woo! It's been a rough 10 years, hasn't it? This year has felt like 10 years. And I can't help but think that has been the Plutonian influence, the Saturn influence, and this last eclipse. It was a doozy, and things are a-changing, my friend. Things are a-changing. So, protect yourself at all times. Okay, the first group is witch. Okay, you are witch group 1, and I can read that for you. It says, grab hold, allow the dwindling fire within belly, awaken all that is. A mere glimpse, a delicate pull at the very roots, living in the alchemy of self. My tongue's a tad bit heavy, sorry. My meds for lupus do that. I'll read it again so it's a little bit clearer. Which, grab hold, allow the dwelling fire within belly. Awaken all that is. A mere glimpse, a delicate pull at the very roots, living in the alchemy of self. I feel this. 43 reduces to a 7. There is a ton of people who are alchemizing a ton. I'm saying ton a lot. I'm sorry. A lot of energy. And, you know, not everyone is really good at alchemizing energy, and it can take some time. It can make you feel really tired. If you are alchemizing for more than yourself, it can make you more tired. But hang in there, okay? Hang in there. We're still in some very dense energy, and I'm not going to tell you that it's not going to get more dense. We have the Scorpio in Mars. Baby, that is serious, okay? So group 2, I'm being called to pull off the top of the deck like I did, and I got nature spirits, group 2. Are y'all having trouble sleeping? Okay, nature spirits, on your toes. Twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the wind beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. That is an intense card. And I feel like you guys may be dreaming dreams, okay? There may be some stuff going on at night for you. Maybe you can't sleep. There may be some major growth going on at night. Okay, group 3. My group 3. What is up for my group 3 in October? What is their pick a card? What is their pick? Let's shuffle. Shuffle it up. What is their card? My group 3. Okay. Bottom, bottom, top, top, top. We have rooted. May you never, well, I'll show it to you. There you go. Rooted. 34. Another 7. We had 743. Rooted 34. Interesting. Group 2 was 26. That's an 8. 787. That could be an angel number, a number of meaning. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. Oh, rooted 34. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the soul of your being, the soil of your soul. That is a deep card. So I will show them to you again all together so you can kind of see them kind of all together. We have witch, nature spirits, and rooted. These are going to be your 3 choices for this reading. I will also insert a little video. Well, it won't be a video, it'll be a picture. I always do pictures for these. It's just easier. And those are going to be your selections. And let me turn it this way a little bit so you don't get a reflection. That's the best I can do. Okay. All right, those are going to be your selections. Let me see if I can. There we go. And if you're drawn to more than one group, there probably is going to be more than one message here for you. October's energy is very dense. I'm going to tell you, it feels problematic. And I know that we have a space object. I don't know if you know about Atlas. I don't know. It's A3, 3AI, whatever it's called. It's a big old object that is in our space of our solar system right now. And I do believe it's affecting our energies. We're affected by planetary energies. The people in power believe it. A lot of them have their own astrologers. And so with that said, I think there will be some surprises. I do think it's very important that we guard our mental health in October. And we are reasonable, and we guard our anger, and we try our best to walk away from hostile situations. We have a lot of squaring energy, a lot of, the not the best aspects going on. And we have a Libra season. I'm a Libra, so and I got to tell you, this Libra season doesn't feel like other Libra seasons. Okay, there's a hand of justice that seems to be haunting. It's almost like justice is carrying a scythe. You know what I'm talking about. A battle axe, even. So these are all themes to keep in mind in October. So we're going to see what the cards have to say. We're going to see what spirits and ancestors have to say for the month of October. So I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 1, all of you that selected the witch, this is going to be your reading for your predictions for October. All right, so keep in mind, it's good to use your own discernment, okay? Okay, so October's got some intense energy, so let's kind of get into what's going on for you. Your card talked about after I took all that time to settle it. Grab hold, allow the dwelling fire within belly. Awaken all that is, a glimpse to a delicate pull at the very roots, living in the alchemy of self. So you're definitely working on alchemizing some intense energy, okay? And we're going to find out what you're alchemizing. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Okay. All right. Tell me what we're alchemizing. Tell me what we're transmuting. You may be a witch. You may be a manifester. I feel like you may be trying to reach a level of manifestation you haven't gone to before. You may be trying to manifest some really big stuff. And in order to do that, you're having to alchemize. You're having to transmute some of your own stuff to get there. We have turbulence. Oh. Transitions, change, challenges abound during this period. Although this might be a difficult time, letting go of control will place you on the right trajectory. Okay, so there are changes in October. Okay, and I feel like it may feel chaotic. All right, but I feel like for some of you, chaos isn't new. This isn't your first rodeo. Y'all been here before. You've probably been in some chaos for a while. But this is a month where some change happens and you're being guided to kind of surf the chaos, rooted. You may be drawn to group 3. You and group 3 both have this 43 or this 3-4. You both have 7 energy. 7 can be aligned with divine energy. Okay, so the hand of the divine may be on your life. You may feel it. You may have a yod in your natal chart, or you just may feel like things are moving around you and there's a loss of control. It may feel very chaotic. Go with it. You're being guided to go with it. Live in the acceptance of this change. Okay, responsibility, stability. What's got a hold of my tongue? Some chaos, it seems. Collaborate with it. Cultivate it. Perceive your change of energy so that you will be able to work with it. Be cautious. I'm hearing be cautious, but be open. Okay? All right. I'm going to get one more of these. This is big energy. There's a big shifting of your energy in October. I feel it. I feel this. Deficiency. Okay. There is some area of yourself, your sense of self. You may feel very isolated right now. There's some area of your life where you feel very deficient. It may be love, it may be money, it may be all these things, okay? But there's a shifting of perspective. We're going to get some, we're going to get some of these very chaotically shuffled empath oracle. Tell me about this deficiency. Tell me about the deficiency. I'm not enough. I can't do this. This isn't for me. I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. I've been at this too long for it to work out for me. I can't do this. All this negative thought, this negative swirling energy that you have worked so beautifully to control, okay? We're going to now take that messy mess, that sticky, messy mess, and instead of trying to suppress it, we're going to rev it up. We're going to actually feel it. Okay, scary, scary, scary to feel our vulnerability. It's scary, scary, scary. Ooh, I don't want to feel it. But you're being called to feel it so you can transmute it, taking a vow. You're not feeling it so you can roll around in it and become it. You're feeling it so you can vow to yourself that this is not who I am. These are projections from other people. And I vow to myself that I'm going to be there for me. I'm not going to abandon myself to these warped, perverse ideas of who I am, who people have told me I am, who the simulation, life, my parents, whatever, have told me I'm going to be. My greatness lies behind all these, lies told to me of my limitations. Now is the time. People may look around and see and be like, Auntie Amy, now is the time? Really? Yes, yes, yes. Now is the time. Now is the time to be, to become. We have, what does that even say? Examining self-identity. Boom. October. Walking into your greatness. Let's not whisper it anymore. Let's not walk around it. Let's not like, oh, we can't let them know. We can't let the others know how great we are. No. You're here to awaken to your greatness. Some of you are here to wake up NPC-like people. And people don't like that term. Well, what do you want to call them? They're people who pass through existence asleep. They go about their day sleeping, not aware. And they go along with the script. Passive. Passively taking the stuff. Never questioning. And I don't mean they're not human, okay? I am meaning that they have lived a life that they were told to live. And their happiness is a program. It's not real. It's based on illusion. And some of you guys are here to wake those people up. And you might be like, I don't want to wake those people up. I don't care. Yes, you do. You do care. That's why you're battling so. That's why you're struggling so. Because as much as you don't want to care about the state of the world and the people in it that seem to be asleep and blind, you do care at the very essence of your soul. And it sucks. We have awareness of cosmic influences. Boom. Listen, some of you guys feel the presence of these big interstellar objects, okay? And I don't know why more like astrologers aren't talking about the influence of these interstellar objects, okay? It is no matter if it's alien, a comet, whatever it is, it has an aspect that influences our sky, okay? It creates a few things that I have noticed. Wonder, fear, and passivity. And I feel like a lot of us, it captures wonder. You start looking at space. You start being reminded of the vastness of space. You start asking questions about what is space? What are we? These big questions of what is beyond? Are we alone? The whole disclosure question, and is disclosure really what it appears to be? There's a lot of that chaotic energy. And I've been telling my followers and the people who watch my channel, my members, for a long time. These pick-a-cards and psychic readings and things that you have been getting have been to help you awaken to your own psychic mastery. So that when you have unusual things that happen or very stressful things that happen in your life, you can rely on your own intuition, your own gut. You don't need anyone to tell you what is true for you and yours because you know, because you're tapped in. Because I'm telling you, that is the one thing that no one can take from you is your divine spark. And some of you guys are really going to be flowing with it in October. And part of your flowing with it is you're going to surf the energy of chaos. And you are going to learn how to transmute a lot of this sticky, dense energy that you have into new life for yourself, new vision, into wonder, into possibility. And that Atlas thing, that is a interesting energy to throw into all of this. And I will tell you that there are distractions that are being thrown at the collective. Distractions of fear, oppression, distractions that are trying to make you feel small and disempowered. And it's time for group one, okay? You guys need to walk into your greatness because the collective needs you to know you're great. You need to get into your power, your self-empowerment, and walk into your self-empowerment. Because some of you have a lot to offer here. Okay, you have a lot to say. And whatever medium it is, it could be that you're here to be the most amazing boss that ever lived. Or you might be here to raise the most amazing next generation children. Okay, it's different for everyone. Greatness can be you're the best dad that ever was, and you're going to raise these most amazing kids who are going to change the world. You know, and some of us are going to be great speakers. You're going to inspire generations, or write books, or make movies, or make art, or be a great friend. Okay, we have waiting, analyzing. You're going to be paying more attention in December. You're going to be paying a lot more attention in December to people around you, to happenings. You're going to start to put things together in ways that you did not see coming. Okay? Ways that you did not see before. Your eyes are going to be opened in a new way. We have confusion, disoriented. You're going to see the zombies. You're going to see the sleepers. Portal, gateway, opening, mirror. You are going, okay, Halloween, Samhain, some kind of amazing doorway is opening for you in October. And it has to do with the fact that you are transmuting energy. You are accepting your authenticity. That's part of your greatness, is your authenticity. And, you know, I tell people all the time about authenticity is the future. It's the future of social media. It's the future of celebrity. It's the future of creating. It's the future of movies, books, you name it. It is the future. These people who will be viewing and devouring or whatever, entertainment, however you want to say it, they will be ingesting your entertainment or connecting with your thoughts, your philosophies. They want real. Okay, we've been in an age of falsity, of illusion, and we've seen illusion after illusion fall. Hollywood, music, governments. We've seen celebrities who looked one way and behind closed doors they were completely opposite. And we want real people. And you, my friend, are a real person. Okay, and your authenticity makes you so powerful, my witch, my witchy friend. I want to talk about this portal. I want to know about this portal. What's up with the portal? I'm going to pull from this deck right here. Tell me about this portal. Yeah, there'll be some confusion, but you're going to Virgo energy. You're going to analyze, pay attention to details. You're going to get some clarity on where you're confused, where the confusion lies. Okay, we've got two cards here that want to come out. We have apprentice, higher education, beliefs, wisdom. Boom. Listen, accepting your greatness doesn't have to, I thought it was upside down there for a minute. Accepting your greatness doesn't mean that you have a big ego. You're like, you know, got the gold chains and the shirt open with your hairy chest, and you're like, hey, baby, like from the 70s, and you're like, yeah, I'm it, man. No, that's not it. Okay. Greatness means that you understand that you have the ability to have a big impact. And with that comes responsibility. And you understand that. That is wisdom. When you understand that your words have impact, that is wisdom. And wisdom leads to greatness. It's part of embracing your greatness. You don't walk around saying, hey, I'm great. Don't you know I have greatness? Greatness is something that exudes from you. It's almost like it's in your aura. And it's because you are walking in your most authentic self. We have harmony, acceptance, patience. There's a portal opening in October for you, and it has to do with your authenticity. It has to do with you accepting yourself. Harmony. There's peace coming. You may have been in chaos for a long time, and this peace comes with you honoring yourself. Honoring yourself. Let's get some money cards. Peace. Can you imagine having some peace? I know for me, as somebody who's had a lot of like trauma, I got some CPTSD, all those letters, I got those. And so peace is very hard to come by. And when I get it, it feels weird. It might feel weird to you. That's okay. It might feel like something's wrong. Just relax. You're being guided to just go with the flow. Go with the flow and honor how you feel. Honor what you're called to do. And there may be things in October that you're called to do that feel risky. And I don't mean risky like, hurtful or dangerous or against the law. I'm talking about risky like I have to show people myself. I have to put myself out there. I have to say things that I feel uncomfortable with. Well, honey, that's part of your greatness. It just is. Tell me about the money for my group 1. Please tell me about the money in October. What is the money situation? We want to know. We want to know the truth, man. Don't sugarcoat it. Science. Okay. Keep an open mind. Something is unfolding for you. Okay, this could be the door. Hope I'm not shining that on you guys. Okay, this could be the door for y'all. That's opening. Keep an open mind. Tell me. Oh. Okay, we got 4 cards here. We got setbacks. Okay. So I feel like you may be in this energy. You may feel this in October. Okay. And you're being asked that if, these setbacks, these opportunities that you feel lost, the dragging, perhaps you're working on your life purpose or what you feel is your life purpose, or you have some goal you're working on, or you're trying to find a job, or you're trying to find your purpose, you're trying to get on the road. You're sitting here saying, okay, Auntie Amy, October, I'm going to have this transmutation and this alchemy and stuff, but I don't know what my life purpose is. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Keep an open mind. Okay. In October. Because it feels like there's clarity. It feels like you get on track. It feels like you at least have some idea of where you're going. Okay. And it comes through chaos and clarity. We have comfort here. Though you're not exactly rich, you will be living comfortably. So I think Spirit wants you to know that despite setbacks, despite not living large, okay, that Spirit has your back. Your angels, I'm hearing angels and ancestors for group 1. Some of you have Enochian angels, okay. Some of you have familiars. There's goddesses, god forms, of course. But some of you have daemons. Whoever you work with, okay, they have your back. But remember to feed them. Remember to honor them, okay? Because whether you believe they are really an outside of you energy or a projection of your mind, they're energy. Okay, just their energy, and they're out there working on your behalf. Okay, let's get some tarot cards here. So tell me more. So October, there's work here. There is definitely work going on. There's a little shadow work here. But I feel like you've been working in shadow for so long that this is actually the universe, your guides, whatever, trying to get you to bubble up to the surface, like transmuting some of that shadow and bubbling up and letting you know, man, A plus, A plus. You are salutatorian of the class. Not valedictorian, but salutatorian, and you're doing really well. So come up for some air. Okay, we're going to have your back. It's going to maybe feel a little weird. And you're going to have some moments of peace. We're not doing reversals today. And don't give up. Okay, you may feel like you're not where you want to be, but keep an open mind. Okay, if you get some inspired ideas, write them down. Some of you guys need to get a book, a journal, a notebook, a pen, whatever. And when you get an inspired idea, write it down. I used to say, record it, but there's something about writing an idea down that brings it into reality. You're starting to manifest it by just writing it down. Okay, let's get some tarot. Tell me more about my group one. Whoa! Whoa! Well, that's a lot of cards. Dude. We're going to take this one because it flipped over. This is a magician. And this one flipped over. This is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, now this is a lot of cards. Okay, y'all, there's so many cards. We're not going to take that one. I'm going to take this one because this is by itself. And this is the King of Imps, which is the King of Fire. This is a lot of cards. So let's put those back. And we'll reshuffle. So we have the Magician. You got everything you need, right? And you know what? It's frustrating when you get the Magician card sometimes because it's like the universe saying, baby, you got everything you need. Well, you're manifesting this. Well, that's great. That's awesome. But also, I'm feeling like you need to get in your craft. Okay? You need to cast. If you're a witch, you should be casting on the regular. Okay, in October. Cast. You're in trouble? Cast. You got a problem? Cast. And if you don't cast, pray. Pray. Whatever your practice is, do it, baby. Do your practice. It will bring you more clarity. It will bring you more peace. And it might bring you, with a page of pumpkins here, it might bring you a little bit of cash in a flash. Some of you guys need to do a fast cash kind of working, candle, spell, whatever. Okay. I feel like there's a little bit of money here on the table. And we have the King of Imps here. Woo! Charismatic, charming. Some of you guys, y'all need to let your authentic personality show. Now, listen, it's just you and me here. I'm going to talk about this. Okay, see, I understand the struggle with this because you may think your personality is too big. It's too much. Do you think you're too much? The King of Wands, which is the King of Imps, can feel like too much. Fire, magnetic, charismatic. The person who, when they enter the room, they're like, oh yeah, they're here, the life of the party, boom, boom, boom. You may feel, like you're too much. You're not. You're just the right amount of much. Okay? The world needs you right now. The world needs you to be in your best energy. King of Imps is victorious. A victorious king, right? Passionate. Okay, we have the Two of Ghosts and the King of Ghosts. All right, okay. So some of y'all, there might be some love on that in October. Y'all might have a little lovey love. Y'all might have some love time, okay? If you are not with somebody, you may meet somebody in October. You may start talking to somebody. If you're with somebody, that somebody might like, let's see, tell me about this. Tell me about it. Which card? I got 4 cards here. Do they all want to come out? Take the bottom 2. No reverses. Oh, we got the Eight of Imps and the Knight of Pumpkins. Okay, so this earth sign energy feels earthy, but it doesn't have to be. It could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And then you have all this fire. Like, something's coming in hot. I feel like they're bringing you something. It might be a gift. It might be, I want to go out with you. They might want to begin something with you. They might be bringing a gift, but they're hot and heavy for you. Okay, hot and heavy. They want to have a face to face. They want to see you. they want to have some alone time. Okay, I have two more. I'm gonna flip them. No reversals. Eight of Pumpkins. 88 is going to be a magical number of alignment for you in October. Okay, watch for the eights. And we have the Seven of Ghosts. Listen, October may make you feel a little overwhelmed, especially with the chaotic energy. And then if you have this love thing going on over here. Okay. Some of you guys may be in a relationship where perhaps it hasn't been super romantic. Perhaps you guys haven't had a lot of time together. In October, I feel like y'all need to make time. Make time. Okay. Perhaps somebody is trying to make time with you. You might get asked out on a date. For some of you, there's a gift. There may be a gift coming as well, but someone is thinking of you intensely, honey, and their hands are busy. Okay. I'm not saying nothing else. But I feel like there's the Eight of Pumpkins here. There's the Seven of Ghosts. I feel like some of you may get overwhelmed by work. Okay. And you may feel the setback energy when you're getting overwhelmed. Like, I'm working so hard and all I've got is setbacks. All I've got is like, I can't get anywhere. I feel like I'm at a dead end. I don't know what to do. Don't you dare give up. I'm telling you. I forbid it. I forbid it. If you feel like giving up, you need to take a deep breath. Now, if you can't take a break, take a little Saturday night break. Okay, eat some pizza, eat some cake, watch a couple of movies, forget about it. Forget about it. Okay, take a weekend where you just don't think about it. You don't do anything about it. You just let it lie. Because some of the greatest clarity comes from letting something lie. Okay, cast your spell, pray your prayer, chant your chant, dance your dance, whatever you do, and then let it lie. Let your brain relax. Some of y'all need to meditate. Y'all need to work out a way to get some of the stress out of your body. Go for a walk, hug a tree, play with a dog, drink some water. Some of you are highly, highly stressed. I'm picking up on that. It's the chaos. You're going to have to give up the fact that you're not going to know everything. You're not supposed to know how everything's going to unfold for you, okay? And this nervous energy, this fear energy, it really is designed to make you feel frozen in fear. It feeds the system. You are not made to feel frozen. You're not made to shrink yourself. You are not made for those things. You're made to live out loud. In October, there's a lot of mechanisms moving for Group 1 to help you be more authentic and step into your greatness, Group 1. All right? Okay, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful and enjoyable. I enjoy doing this reading for you. If you enjoyed it too, give me a little ghost, a ghostie down below. I would love to see those. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 2, all of you that selected Nature Spirits. This is going to be your reading all about your October predictions. I have to stand up and make sure you guys aren't too glary on that card. The camera is so above my head, and I am so short that, yeah. So keep in mind to use your own discernment, okay? I feel like many of you are really aligned with nature, okay? Maybe not. But I do feel presence of a lot of nature spirits. So you may just be one of those people who like being in nature or whatnot, but I feel like there's a stirring here within you, and we're going to get into it. So let's get some cards. Let's pull from the Shadow Oracle. Tell me about the nature spirits. Tell me about this card. Let's read it again. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. Huh. I'm feeling a kind of thing. I'm feeling a thing. Okay, I don't think you have a glare. Okay, all right. I'm feeling a thing with that take flight. Twirling and twirling around until you feel it in your toes. This is quite a few. I'm going to take that bottom one. Doubt. Ooh, that feels like a mean hand of doubt. Are you wanting to fly, but you're afraid? I understand. I get it. I do. We're going to take, there's only 3. We're going to take 3 more. We're going to take them all. Impaled. Oh. You have doubts because things have been rough, or you feel like you have failed before. Things have not worked out the way you thought. I feel like some of you just feel like you're failing, or you're not living up to expectations, or things aren't working out the way you planned, and you're working the spinning on the nature spirits card, the spinning, the spinning, the spinning. I feel like some of you feel like you're just like a dog chasing its tail. We have multitask. Are you burned out? Valuable. I feel like in October you may be feeling burned out because you're just working really hard at something and feeling like you're not getting anywhere. And I feel like you may also be dealing with people who are taking you for granted. Ugh. That doesn't feel good at all. Taking you for granted. Tell me about it. Different deck. Okay, we're going to try this one. The Impasse Oracle. Tell me about this being taken for granted energy. It's almost like it's coming to a head. Like it's bubbling to the surface. Like I am sick and tired of being taken for granted for 10.50 an hour. I am tired of doing all this by myself and my partner not helping me. I am tired of not being heard in my relationship. I am tired of playing small. I am tired of shrinking myself, whatever this is. We have choosing experiences wisely. It's, it's like, what it feels like? It feels like, you know what? I'm going to say no this time and see what happens. I feel like in October, you're going to say no to something that's expected of you, or you're going to do something that people normally expect you to do, and you're not going to do it. You're going to refuse to do it. You're going to be like, no, I'm not doing that this year, or no, I don't want to do that this week, or no, we're not doing that anymore. And for some of you, you're going to be made to explain this, and it may not it may not be pretty. It may be like, you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. So just be aware. Listen, it's Libra season going into Scorpio season. So we got 2 cards that want to come out for you. We have offering my gifts, and shielding and protecting, grounding. That's what you're doing in October. You're saying, I know my worth. Don't even try it with me. Dudette. I know that you've been taking advantage of me. I know you don't value me the way you should. You don't honor me the way you should. I honor you. I value you. I give to you. I do for you. What do I get? What else can I do for you? Well, listen. The time of that has come to a close because I've been twirling and twirling around, and I'm ready to fly, and you're just a great big weight on me. I can't fly with you around my neck. You're like a chain around my neck. So either you're going to lighten up, or I don't know, I'm going to have to get rid of the chain around my neck. It's just is what it is. I feel that. I feel frustration. I feel burnout. You're probably sitting there right now saying, I'm burnt out right now. Well, going in October, you're going to continue to be burnt out. And I think in October, you're going to be like, you know what? I got to fix some stuff. Ooh, that dropped. These two dropped. I got to do something to better my life. Like, my quality of life is so poor. I'm doing all this stuff for people who don't value me, people who take me for granted and have the nerve to ask me for more. And I just don't got it. I don't have it. I don't have it to give. The world is crazy and I want a nap. Why can't I have a nap? And I feel like you are going to be putting up some new boundaries or reinforcing boundaries you already have that you kind of like let go by the wayside because you've been trying so hard to be there for other people. And honey, nobody's being there for you. Am I right? Not really. They say, we're here for you. They say, we love you. But what can you do? Oh, you're such a good employee. Can you stay to 6? We're not going to pay you for it, but we need you. We have a mandatory meeting, but nobody's getting paid for it. Those kind of things. Okay, we have dreams and we have twins. Ugh. We have a bed here and a bed. You probably are having a hard time sleeping in October. You probably can't sleep now. I think you worry about your family a lot. I think you may have had some, and I'm not going to get into this, okay? I'm just observing that you probably have some issues that may be coming up in October from the past that make people not valuing you a trigger. And I feel like you're probably more triggered in October than you have been. It's almost like all this burnout, all this stuff has been leading up to these moments of like an awareness within you that I am highly triggered. And then you start to think, I am triggered more than I thought I am. And you start to become aware. I am triggered every time I'm around this person. They say things. They do things. Is that a me problem? Is it me? Don't do that. If you have somebody around you who is triggering you all the time and you have issues, understand that sometimes people are insensitive, but you may be the kind of person that needs sensitive people around you. Don't dull your sensitivity, honey. You're psychic. You're gifted. You have gifts. You have gifts. Don't let the world and the situation dull your gifts. Okay, if the people around you cannot be there for you and be sensitive, then perhaps better boundaries are needed to protect you because you are a precious thing. I'm going to suggest something in October, and it may be real difficult for you. But for the month of October, I want you to like treat yourself as a precious thing. I hear you now. I hear it. I can't do that. I got stuff to do. Yes, you do. And you are a precious thing. Say it with me. I am a precious thing. I am a precious thing. I am deserving of comfort and care. I am deserving of comfort and care. Now say those things to yourself in October. Start now. You are a precious thing that deserves comfort and care. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself grace, especially if you are in the middle of people taking advantage of you and you become aware of it. And the thing is, when you become aware of this kind of stuff, you start to look back. You start to see, wow, this has been going on for a very long time, and I don't know how to stop it. Because when I stop it, when I put up a boundary, Auntie Amy, they're going to be mad. Yeah, they will. Let them multitask. Let them do it. You need a nap. This bed here tells me like you're not sleeping well, you're not resting. No one, listen to me, no one can deal with stress if they are not rested. It will trigger everyone. 11:13 on my clock. Stress is a trigger for everyone, just normally when you are not well rested. And it's a vicious cycle. You don't rest, you get more stressed. You don't rest, you get more stress. More stress, no rest. Okay? So you have to find a way to bring comfort and care to yourself. Okay? And sometimes when we're highly stressed, we need an outlet. Okay? And putting up boundaries helps us develop outlets. It helps us know that we are worth protecting. Don't think of boundaries as like, I'm going to put up a fence and I'm going to really make them mad. No. No, shift the way you look at boundaries as protecting this precious thing that you are, protecting these gifts that you have, protecting your family. And if it's only you, you are your family. You don't have to be married and have kids and all that stuff to have a family. You are a family all on your own. And you have a right to parent yourself. You have a right to be your own partner. You have a right to protect yourself when someone is violating your space and taking you for granted. Okay? I think you have spirits around you. Some of you have spirits in your house. And I think they may be active at night. I don't think they're bad. I think they're aware that you are in a burnout scenario. And for some of you, it's seriously affecting your health. And you've got to let people know that they can't do this to you. Okay? You are a precious thing. More so, you're a human being. You're a human being. And you deserve love and respect. Tell me what else about October. Offering my gifts. I feel like in October with the veil is so thin already. I don't even know if we should even talk about the veil thinning at this point, because seriously, if you meditate at all, you're going to see things in your meditation. You're going to see spirits and stuff. Like the veil is so thin. It's like rice paper. You can see right through it. You don't have to try that hard. We have owl, spirit animal contact. Pay attention to the signs. Nature spirits, there you go. Owl, Lilith, Athena, so many other goddesses, but I'm picking up on Lilith. Pay attention to owls, okay? Pay attention to the animal signs, okay? You may have an animal totem coming, an animal guide. It may be an owl. Tell me more. I feel like an owl spirit wants to help you. Ground, protect, shield. You may live in the country, or you may have, trees around your house. Look for owls. Okay, I know people don't see them as much as they used to, but look for owls. It doesn't matter if it's, in a book, on the internet, or outside your window. Okay, you may have a spirit who appears as an owl as well. I think Stolas appears as an owl. We have inflow, in sync energies. This is what's going to happen for you. You put up these boundaries. You start seeing your own value. Okay? You're about to switch tracks in your life where the focus on outside, being there for people. Of course, you're going to be there for your family, but giving more, doing more, being the most, being present for everyone, okay, while it seems like very few people are present for you. That's going to stop. And it's going to allow you to hook up on the right track where you start to get in flow. You're going to have energy for you to really get into your gifts and abilities. Some of you guys are so gifted. So gifted. And there's something about your connection to nature, to the land, to animals, to herbs, to growing a garden, to food, to whatever it is, air, wind, whatever it is, that is connected to your gifts. Okay? And it's part of the doorway of expansion. You may be a Sagittarius. There may be something about Jupiter here for you as well, which is Zeus. We have psychic visions, premonitions, intuition. I feel like your psychic abilities are really going to pop. Your intuition is really going to pop in October. And, you know, it may make you feel weird. It's okay. We all feel weird when this happens. And, you know, I really feel like you're far more gifted than you think you are. And I tell people, everyone is psychic. Every single one of you can do what I do. Okay? We all have the ability to do this. And I feel like in October, as you make more room for you and less room for people taking advantage of you, you're going to see more of this. Gifts, abilities, okay? Psychic abilities, connection with spirit, connection with nature, and your creative self coming forward. Okay? Creative self, when a lot of people think creative self means art. We create all kinds of things. We create businesses. We create visions of, you know, books we want to write. And like accounting can be very creative. Have you ever done forensic accounting? It's super creative because you have to find money out of nowhere. You have to find mistakes. So a lot of things we do are creative. We just don't think about it that way. And so there's a lot of creative energy. Some of you guys have something creative around computers, around processing, around AI. Some of you guys have something creative around like physical art. Like you need to sit down and you need to draw. You need to sketch. You need to get your hands on some paint. Some of you guys, you need to write. I don't know why you're not writing. You're super creative. I don't know why you're not putting that out in the world. But you haven't had time. And let go of perfectionism and let this energy flow. Okay? Trust your intuition in October. Trust where you're guided to go. You have gone all the way for other people. It's time for you to go all the way for yourself. Get in flow. Get in sync with your, how do I describe this energy? Your creativity, with what makes you happy. Now, some of you may be like, I don't know what makes me happy. I've been making other people happy. I've been working my butt off trying to make everybody happy. I forgot what makes me happy. Then in October, you're being called to find out what makes you happy. Bottom line. You need to explore it. You matter. What you like matters. How you feel matters. All those things matter. You are a precious thing. And don't let people ever forget it. Okay, let's get you some money cards. Money, money, money. Woo! That flipped out. Shift. Taking your career in a totally different direction. Are you thinking about it? Have you thought about taking your career in a different direction? Some of you, they don't appreciate you at work. And you know this. You know they don't appreciate you. You know, and it's a scary time to be, you know, leaving a job. I would suggest that, you know, you start thinking, you start seeing, you start planning, you start, you know, don't be smart. Okay, be smart. Windfall. You're about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise. Y'all about to see a little bit of money. Okay, a little bit of money. Okay, maybe October, maybe into November, maybe some kind of recognition. And it may be that people pick up on the fact that you are sick of being undervalued. And they can feel that you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. It also could be just a surprise in the month, maybe the middle of the month, that somebody's just like, here's $50, you know, or here's a gift. I just know you don't feel appreciated and I want to appreciate you. The 10 of cups. Oh, I want to appreciate you. The 10 of cups. Yeah. Tell me about this 10 of cups. We likey. We likey. Queen of Pentacles. That's such a healing card, the Queen of Pentacles. Grounded. All these things are in the 10 of Pentacles. Grounding, protecting, shielding. All those things are the Queen of Pentacles. Healer. Independent queen. Take care of her own. Can be a single parent kind of vibe. A very balanced ruler. Caring. Comforting. Really connected to the land. The nature spirits here. Really connected to the land. And I feel like, waking up in anxiety like this, because I feel this here, waking up with anxiety in the middle of the night, shifting to this kind of peaceful, at peace with self. Because we're no longer feeling unprotected. We're no longer feeling ungrounded, because we've embraced an aspect of our gifts and abilities. We've embraced an aspect of ourself in October. And I feel like it moves us into this happy space energy, this happy space. The Yellow Brick Road, the Wizard of Oz. We have Dorothy and the Lion and the Scarecrow and the Tin Man. And the Field of Poppies here, it looks like. On the Yellow Brick Road, it feels like opening up a new pathway, walking the road. The shift. Ooh, that's a lot. That's too many, but I'll take the bottom one. We have the Four of Pentacles. And there it is. Kind of sad. That's sad. I feel it as sadness. I'm feeling that Four of Pentacles as sadness. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough for this. This path. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Listen, Linda. We have the Ace of Cups, the Fool, and the Four of Swords. 44 is going to be a number, a special number for you in October, a number of alignment, okay, a meaningful number, so watch for it. So this feels like recovery. This feels like sadness about not having enough. It feels like I'm going to hold on to it. And this one is, I'm going to recover from it. This feels like fear, and this feels like recovery. And we have the Ace of Cups and the Fool. And I feel this Queen of Pentacles energy really breaking loose from fear. Bravery, courage feels like fear. When you're courageous, when you're brave, you're scared. It doesn't feel any different from being afraid. You just do it in the face of fear anyway. I cannot tell you the amount of times in my personal life where I've had to be courageous, where I've had to be brave, where doctors have said to me, you will never get out of this wheelchair. You will never, ever recover. Your quality of life will never get any better. They didn't say it like that, but you know what I'm saying. And I had to be brave when I got out of bed after being in bed for 6 years. The first steps out of bed were complete courage. It took courage and bravery because I was afraid. I had no idea I would be sitting here, 6 years later, however many years it's been. It was in 2019. But here I am talking to you because I was brave and I had to face a lot to be here. And your journey to this 10 of Cups as the Queen of Pentacles, and that's not gender, that's energy, is going to require you to face your fear. Facing your fear is going to allow for some recovery. But you're also going to have to balance your life. You're going to have to maintain your boundaries in October. You need to meditate. You need to have times of peace where you can connect with your gifts and abilities. You have to make time for yourself. You have to say no. That's the shift here. You have to say no. I can't do it. You don't have the energy for it. And there's an offer here. There's a cup being offered to you. And it's a new journey. And you don't know how it's going to end up. That's the fun, the adventure of a new journey. And when I was getting out of bed, like I said, I didn't know how this would end up. I didn't even know I would be on YouTube, really. I didn't know that sharing my gifts meant I would be on YouTube. And that eventually came in, and then I was like, well, I'm not going to be on camera. Okay, that's the deal. Now, Spirit didn't say, okay, that's the deal. They just were like, okay, let's go. So, it's not a perfect journey. You're not supposed to know how it ends up, okay? But it's going to be a beautiful journey, and it's going to be yours, and it's your journey to the 10 of Cups. And in October, it looks like you have some kind of offering that's going to help you get on a new path, okay? But there's work to be done. And if it happens in October, it's because you made some shifts, these readings are predictive, but a lot of it depends on where you're at. And there's no race. You do it when you do it, and it comes to you when it comes to you. Okay. So maybe in November, maybe a couple months, but generally speaking, there's some kind of offer. Someone says something to you. There's some kind of clarity that comes in this cup. Something that allows you, it could be the money, could be a monetary gift, could be a raise, could be a different job, it could be you starting a side business, it could be you really getting into your gifts and abilities and understanding that, wow, I could use these for this new journey. There's something there for me, keeping an open mind about money, about my path. Okay, tell us more about my group 2 for October. Tell us more. Okay, we have specters, discernment, critical thinking, insight. In October, you are sharpening your tools of discernment, of critical thinking and insight. I feel like, you may have Virgo energy somewhere in your chart, or Earth energy with that Pentacles. Could be Taurus, Capricorn as well. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. But I feel like part of your gifts is this gift of discernment. I feel like you can absolutely read a person if they're lying. You need to trust that. Okay, if that's you, trust it. I feel like some of you have prophetic dreams. Some of you y'all need to keep a dream journal. When you wake up, write it down or record it in your phone, whatever, okay? Some of you guys are going to have incredible dreams that are going to help you on this new journey, going to help you understand whatever the cup is. It's going to help you on this road to happiness, okay? And I feel like your moves in your life are really going to be more successful as you allow more of your gifts, your psychic abilities to come forward, and you think more critically. You're able to see people and situations for what they truly are instead of what you project them to be. That's part of what being psychic is. And honestly, it can be devastating, okay? Because when you see people for who they really are instead of what you project them to be, all the illusions fall away. And many times, what's revealed is, well, it kind of takes the magic away sometimes. And part of what we have to do is we have to love human beings, humans being human. And that can be difficult sometimes. So, allow space for that. Allow space for people to be people and understand they're not going to be perfect. You have to surrender perfectionism. Okay, especially when your abilities really turn up and you see how fragile people are, how frail they are, and how they project their own sense of self out there. It's a projection, and many people's sense of self is an illusion. And it's not just an illusion they're sharing with you, it's an illusion to themselves. And I feel like you are not blind to your own illusions. In fact, probably in November? Okay. October, November, you're going to see more and more of your own personal illusions of self fall away. We have faith, hope, inspiration, rejuvenation. So in October, through all of this, you may feel a revitalization. You may feel new clarity. You may feel refocused. Some of you guys need to rest so your body can recover. Okay. I'm getting like you need to enjoy the season. Whatever season you're in, wherever you are in the world, embrace nature. Okay. Nature's going to help you heal. It's going to help you drain some of this really intense energy that you have, your doubts and things like that. Spend time outside as it's safe for you to do so. And tend to your own garden. You, as a human being. Let's not forget that we are part of nature. We are part of the planet, okay? And if we can remember that more and understand that as we heal ourselves, we heal the planet. And as the planet heals, we heal ourselves. We are very removed from like our food, where it comes from. We're very removed from really nature. We live in houses and we go to work and we don't spend as much time in nature as our ancestors did. And I feel like group 2, you're being called to kind of like get into the season. If it's autumn where you are, and you believe in Halloween or you practice Samhain or whatever, get a pumpkin, get a jack-o'-lantern, carve a jack-o'-lantern or bake some pies or, bake pumpkin seeds or cook or whatever it is. Okay. I feel like it will be really helpful. It can be meditative for you. I feel like you guys have either a ton of earth in your chart or you have a powerful aspect of earth in your chart. Okay. It can be one really powerful aspect, all it takes to feel this kind of energy. Okay. So that's what I received for you, group 2, for October. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure enjoyed doing it for you. If you made it this far, give me a pumpkin down below, a jack-o'-lantern down below. I would love to see those. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. I thank you for watching, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected Rooted. This is going to be your reading, all about your predictions for October. Of course, please use your own discernment. Let me make sure that's not, okay, there's no glare. You guys are above my head, so I'm a little short, but oh well. Okay, so you have Rooted here. And I really feel ancestor energy with this particular group. Sorry if I touch the mic. And we're going to find out what's going on for you in October, I'm going to pull from the Shadow Oracle deck here. Tell me about my group 3 for October. Now you have 34, which is the reversed 43 for my group 1. So you may be called to group 1 as well. Tell me about this rooted group. Yeah, I feel like a call of the ancestors here. Tell me more. Okay. Bound. Oh dear. Okay. Feels like a little bit of shadow work here. Trying to get you free. Liberation, my friend. You're getting free of something, it feels like. Dealing with some serious stuff. Rise up. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's time. It's time. You're being called. This is it. This is it. You're not gonna be. You are. Nonconformist. There you go. You're being called up. It's time. You know, all the work you've been doing, all the shadow work, all the stuff that I'm gonna be, I'm trying to be, I'm gonna manifest, I'm working towards that. This is it. You're being. Now you're in the energy of being that. Not trying to, not fixing to, but you're going to be in the energy of it. And your ancestors, particularly for this group, some of you have a grandmama, She may be a great-great-great-grand. You may have never met this person, okay? She is helping to carry you right now, okay? She loves I'm hearing indomitable spirit, okay? You are not like the others. You are special. You are. You just are. You're special. You are nonconformist, okay? You are not like, you were never meant to be like the others. You are special in your generations, and it's important that you recognize this. It's your time. It's your time to be who you have always wanted to be, who you have always been. Here's the kicker. Trying to manifest it, trying to be it. You are it right now. Right now. It doesn't have to align perfectly. It's a feeling. It's a being. And when you're in the being of it, everything lines up for you. But not in the way you think, okay? In the way the universe aligns, which is with a wisdom that we can't quite understand. Creating personal space. You have to give yourself space for this giant being of yourself. You have to nurture your being of your most authentic self. You have to nurture this. You have to allow it. When you get up in the morning, you have to be it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not something you put on. It's something you are. And everything you do should be an expression of that. It's a practice. We're so used to being these impressions of what people, the masks, the illusions that people place on us, that the actual being who we are becomes a ritual act of nonconformity. The truth is, it's your natural state. But unfortunately, you have to make space for it. Some of you guys may be changing the way you look. You may start dressing different. Okay? You may be going from looking one way to another because you are refining your frequency. You're refining how this being affects you from inside out so others can see you and be drawn to you. They know. They're like, I see you, nonconformist. I see you, artsy. I see you. I see you, spiritual leader. I see you, great writer. I see you, great mom to be. I see you, wonderful human being. I see you for the authentic person you are, and I am so floored by you. Wouldn't it be nice to live in a society where people are actually excited to like be around other people who are just themselves, and you can talk to them and be excited about things, projects, and just be happy in being and the doing of authenticity. Authenticity. Sorry, that's tongue twister. My tongue's a bit heavy today, so I apologize. Meditating and reflecting. There is gifts in the meditation and reflecting. Okay, there's a lot of gifts there. There's an inner understanding that comes from this creative space. Now, some people cannot meditate like with their legs crossed on the floor in silence. Okay, some people have like ADHD and things like that make it very difficult. One of the best lessons I ever learned was from a friend of mine many years ago. And, he explained to me how meditation can be active. Walking labyrinths used to be a meditation. It still is for some people, but it's not as available. But walking in nature can be meditative. Cooking can be meditative. Reading can be meditative. Art can be meditative. Really, running can be meditative. Really, anything you do can be meditative. It really depends on how you approach it. Okay? It depends on your intention. And there are some people who approach their whole life with the intention of it being meditative. Okay? So meditation will lead you to more clarity. We have questioning the darkest thoughts. Now, for some of you, this is about your shadow. Okay? This is your shadow. And I feel this. Most people who are super different, Aquarius, you may have some really powerful Aquarian energy in your chart. Okay? Usually people who have really unusual energy, unusual presence, it's a struggle to be in this energy. It's not exactly comfortable because usually, you're not accepted. You're not by the normies. You know what I'm saying? Like you're seen as something weird. Like, why do you have to be so different? So for some of you, you've hid this. You've pushed it aside. You've tried to fit into the puzzle pieces that make you a normal person, and it has never worked. And now I want you to know that weirdness, hey, I'm a weirdo too, is what is going to bring you the most fulfilling experiences of your life. Your weirdness is your wealth. It is your health. Your weirdness is your authenticity. And some people who don't have any weirdness, they're not developed. They haven't developed as a person. They have gone with the flow of what everybody else is doing, and they don't know how to think for themselves. And those people need people like you who actually think for themselves. When everyone else is like, yeah, we're going to buy green cars. You're the person that's like, those green cars, that paint is toxic. And all the people with green cars are like, shut up. We don't want to hear that. We're going to drive them anyway. And you're like, okay, well, you go drive your green car. I have a bike. I'm going to ride my bike. And then in 6 months, you hear about these green cars all corroding and how they're bad for the environment. And then they look at you like, well, tell us more about the green cars. What can we do? And you're like, okay, I guess I'll tell you about it. So it's a very reluctant energy. It's like you you tell people things, or you are a person of knowledge, but people don't listen until it's too late, right? And so there is a little bit of frustration with that. And I get that. And I feel like in October, you may revisit some of that. You may be like, I'm trying to tell you something and you're not listening. So I'm just going to go away. And the thing is that as someone who is different and psychic, and I have been since I was little, I will tell you that some of my greatest frustrations in life has been to know something is a bad choice or a bad idea and to tell somebody and for them to know that I have these abilities, but they choose to do it anyway. And then it turns out bad and you're like, and then they come to you and they're like, well, so what now? And you're just like, it was a bad choice. And now it's got to play out. Because you did what I told you not to do, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you I told you what I felt. And here we are. So there's frustration here. And reluctance to really be proactive when it comes to certain people. But there are people that will listen to you and not make you frustrated. There are people who will absolutely love what you have to say and respect you, because one thing you are is your word is bond. You are trustworthy. And you stand on business. Okay. And I feel like my throat chakra is getting super active. I feel like your throat chakra is opening. And this rooted energy is as if divine wisdom is flowing up through the roots of you. It's powerful. And it frees you. There's something happening in October that frees you up to really rise in your power. You're very powerful because you don't care about fitting in. And in October, it feels like you're surrendering caring about how you look to other people. You don't care. The one thing I feel like that will be an issue is frustration. There's some frustration here with people not listening. And I have to tell you, that's not going to go away. There are people that can hear the truth. I'm just telling you. There are people who will hear the truth from you. They'll feel it in their soul, and they'll do the exact opposite. And there's not one thing you can do about it. They're just going to run that program no matter what you do. And you have to surrender that. You just have to let it go and understand that's their journey. That is their journey, and that's the way they're going to go. It's sad. Tell me more about my group 3. What's going on in October? You're going to rise up. I feel your spirit rising. It's almost like after a long period of being bound, we have addict ghoul, avoiding running. Yeah, I feel like after a time, this bound card, after a time of feeling very restricted, maybe running from the truth of yourself, nonconformist. Listen, this is intense energy to carry. To be different all the time, to be misunderstood. It's hard. I relate to this. Now, you may be a nonconformist in a whole different way than me, okay? But I relate to the nonconformity. And I got to tell you, I learned very young to hide a lot of things because I was weird. I saw spirits as a young child. I knew things about people, and it was very difficult And I learned very early that it scared people. And I kind of avoided it. I kind of ran from my abilities for a long time. And eventually it kind of becomes an oppressive thing because you become afraid of it. And you may not have the fear of it necessarily, but the restriction, the oppression feels present. You may not feel as free to express yourself because of the world we're in or your particular situation. And I feel like in October you stop running, you stop allowing this oppression to keep you stuck. And it's as if the spirit of the nonconformist rises up and says, no, we're not doing this anymore. I need to accept who I am. Listen, the earlier you can accept who you are, the happier you're going to be. If you spend your whole life running from the truth of you, you're going to miss your life. I spent so many years trying to be something I wasn't, trying to fit myself in a very small box. And it never worked. It never worked. And I didn't start really getting better till I started really accepting my abilities. And it was difficult for me. We have parked car, staying put, no movement. I'm feeling more the moon here than what's on this card, although you may feel like you are stuck. Okay, rooted, stuck. You may feel that. And it may feel like a pause because getting unbound is very powerful. It takes a lot of strength, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, to get unbound. Okay, to stop running away. So if you've been running and avoiding and you stop that, you feel like you're standing still. And I feel like this is really a call. First of all, the moon energy here, some of you might need to, work with the moon, the energy of the moon, perhaps Luna or Selene, the goddesses there of the moon, also Hecate. I feel like for some of you, Hecate is watching over you, watching over this process. You are not stagnant, okay? You are healing. Say it with me. I am not stagnant, I am healing. I am not stagnant, I am healing. When you stop running, you start healing. We have eyeballs, watching, stalking. I want the bottom one. Headstone, name, date, reminder. Now, you have eyes on you, costume pretending. Someone's definitely watching you. And I feel like you may have no idea who this is, okay? Because I feel like you are kind of detached from this, okay? And you may be online. This may be at work. It could be in a friend group, whatever, okay? But definitely people have eyes on you. And it's like you're so disinterested in that. For real. And I think your energy is shifting and people are drawn to you. They're drawn to this unbound energy that you have, this rising energy that you have. Because there's a lot of people who want that energy. They want to rise. They want to feel empowered. They want to feel unrepressed. They want to feel these things. And the thing is that you probably know this, that true change within the collective, the human collective, starts with individuals. Okay? That's how we manifested the collective chaos we have today. Remember all the shadow work that happened in like 2020 and before? Okay, because we're talking before. A lot of us have been doing shadow work, doing this work for years. Like some of us have been at this for 20, 25, 30 years, okay, to manifest what you see in the world today. This is an uncovering of really dark, hidden things. So we all can see, dragged out into the light. And no matter what happens, you've seen it. You can't unsee it, okay? It's powerful. So now we have people getting unbound. They're stopping running. They're staying put. Staying put gets you in your power. This feeling that you're kind of stuck is you're healing. And you're manifesting the next change. Right now, people are still working their programs, they're still working their shadow. No one can stop that. We're on a plan here. We're on an ascension adventure, and they can't stop people from doing this work, just like they can't stop you from rising. And your rising may be through the portal of the moon. Okay? Your moon may be in your sun. Your sun may be in your moon. Take that as an oracle message and unravel it as a breadcrumb for you to uncover. Let's get you some money cards here. Tell me about money for my group 3. You are rising, okay? You are rising through the portal of the moon. And it is big. One more. It's a big energy. And it's important that you stay in the energy. You can rest from it, but don't run from it. Don't avoid it, okay? It's part of an activation for you. But people are very drawn to this rising energy. It feels mysterious. It feels like priest, priestess, high priest, high priestess energy. It feels mystical. It feels unusual. It feels good. That's a whole lot of cards. I want to get this one. Laborer. Your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. So they're saying some good things are happening. I want to take this one. Wisdom, perfection, perfectionism. Give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. You got to stop. Your vision, you're holding a vision of perfectionism that will not serve you in any way. Okay? I am a recovering perfectionist. Okay? And I talk about this quite a lot because I think it's a thing that can block you so badly. And I, on purpose, leave things in my videos that are not perfect. And it's really hard for me to do, but I do it on on purpose because I'm a human being and I am not clean girl aesthetic. I am me. I am not an aesthetic. I'm a person. I make mistakes. It's not perfect. I'm messy, and that's okay. It's the way it is, and it can be hard sometimes, but I do think it makes you more accessible. I think people understand that you're not trying to be perfect, you're trying to be real. And that's a whole other level when you're being real instead of trying to be perfect or trying to be an aesthetic or trying to be a certain version for people. Okay. It hits differently. So you're being encouraged in October to really work through perfectionism because it may be a block to your rising. And if you get into this pause energy, that's going to feel like you're stagnating. Understand that may be some self-talk from your perfectionism. It doesn't feel perfectly like you thought it would. It's not going to. It's really not. Okay, let me get another card here. Tell me which card. Which card? This one and this one. Unexpected. Prepare for unexpected financial loss. Okay. And student. Work with a mentor to learn skills or teach you how to implement your plans. Okay. So for some of you, there's going to be some money spent that you didn't count on being spent. Okay, we're going to get some tarot on this. Tell me about this unexpected loss. We don't want this because we have your hard work's going to pay off, and then we have this unexpected. I want to know what it is. No reversals. What is this unexpected? For some of you, it feels like it might be car related. You might have an unexpected car expense, something like that come up. You may know that your car needs some work and you're just trying to get by. Or it could be you lose. Okay, I don't have a subway or train that I go on, but you might lose your subway or train card. Do y'all have those? I don't know. I've never ridden on a train or a subway, I think, in my life, except for Disney World and Disneyland. If those count. I think those are monorails, Amy. Okay, we have the Three of Wands here. Okay, tell me about it. Three of Wands. Something coming together. Tell me about it. We have the Hierophant here. Okay. Huh. Feels like you might have to spend a little money on your job. Judgment. With this Hierophant here, it might be some money on your job that you have to like be out of pocket. Okay, that's what it feels like. Like if you travel, you might have to pay for it up front. You might have to buy new work shoes or new equipment. This Judgment thing kind of bothers me. Tell me about it. The Emperor. Okay, you got the Emperor here. Very controlling person. That's what I'm feeling. Judgmental person. The Hierophant. For some of you, this could be someone in your family as well. Perhaps they're watching you. It's going to cost you some money somehow. Maybe they're not going to give you the money you thought you were going to get for school. Perhaps your check doesn't come in when it's supposed to. We have the Eight of Coins and the Nine of Swords. Ooh, okay. This might be something you're worried about. I feel like there's definitely someone here who is judging. This could be like parents or grandparents or someone in a position of power, okay, who's judging you. And that might be where the money is coming from, like where you might have to spend the money or have a money loss. I want to know more about this. Give me one more card here. The Magician. I want one more. The Nine of Coins. Okay. So I feel like even though there looks like there may be some loss of money, maybe you have to spend some money on a car or your job, or maybe a loss of hours at your job, that kind of thing. I do feel like, especially with this card here, that better days are coming. Okay, better days are coming for you. Okay, you're manifesting some better energy financially. I think that it's important that you don't get discouraged. Your check may not be as much as you want it to be, and that might give you some discouragement. Okay, don't be discouraged. All right. you shine very brightly, and good things are coming. I want to tell me more about this 9 of coins, this magician with the laborer. Tell me more. Release perfection, okay? Because I feel like for you, however this situation resonates, it may hit your perfection bone, if you know what I'm saying. It may make you feel like, well, if I was perfect, that wouldn't have happened. Well, if I'd have done this, that wouldn't have happened. And that is not the case. Okay, that's not the case at all. Do not start blaming yourself, okay? Things happen in life. They just happen, okay? And we have to figure out how we're going to deal with it, all right? And don't blame yourself. Life goes on. 99, these are 2 nines here. 99 is going to be a special number of alignment. Pay attention when 9s show up, okay? You may have a Leo involved with this, the Ace of Swords. There is definitely clarity coming. You may have a message coming in around work, around money that you're manifesting. I feel like there is somebody watching your hard work. Now, for some of you, this is a side hustle. Like you have your main thing going on here that looks like there may be some, like perhaps your car gets in the shop and you can't get a ride to work, something like that. Okay, some kind of, All right, but we have this. And there's something magical going on around your work. And your spirit team does not want you to get too wrapped up in this other thing. Okay, just know that things happen. You know, things happen in life, but good things are on their way to you. And I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough around career, around money. Okay, the 2 of Wands. But I feel like they haven't quite come together. Okay, things haven't quite gotten to that place where it's like successful. Okay, some things have to be cleared out. Perhaps you haven't been able to take care of whatever this is. Perhaps you had a car issue, you haven't been able to take care of it, and this is just the universe, whatever, bringing it forward. Like, we got to take care of this now. Okay, it doesn't mean that the good things aren't coming for you. Okay, because there's definitely clarity, some kind of message, some kind of breakthrough coming around your money, and you're going to be able to have more than enough and take care of yourself. Okay, and it's around your work. And like I said, it could be a side hustle. It could be not, you could have a main job and then you could have like a side business or something. Okay, and you're manifesting this. This is something you've been working on. This won't be like a pie in the sky kind of deal. This is something grounded. If you haven't started this, this is your sign to get it started, okay? Because it hasn't quite all come together yet. We're still working on it. But Spirit wants you to know we see you, okay? And it's coming. All right? Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed it. If you did, leave me, and if you made it this far, leave me a tiger, a cat. I always like to leave cats. Leave me a tiger or a lion down below. I think I did that recently, but oh well. Oh well. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.